Bombergirl is what happens when a studio realizes they could just fire the original mascot of a beloved franchise and hire women. And it will print money. In this game, you will drop bombs, hack and slash your way through the enemy, experience sensory overload from the ear candy music in stages where falling through the map is part of the gameplay, but most importantly, throw money at the game in the hopes you get your waifu. But before any of that, there is a lot to learn in this game, and while I am definitely not qualified to do this whatsoever, I will help you get started on Bombergirl, cause trust me, the cowgirl who speaks Japanese is not gonna help you.
Let's go!
So most importantly, if you're here for the girls, then you're in luck. They have one for every kind of person. Trust me. Shiro is the energetic airhead that is so dumb you can have a better conversation with the bombs she drops. Orin is the tanned girl who loves to fight. Seriously, it's all she can think of. Emira is the pan-faced robot maid. See, her apron makes it totally legit. Momoko is the leader of the idol group Pretty Bombers that will simp you all of your money and never ever love you. Kuro is the stoic airhead of the group that loves Shiro. I don't know, Schrodinger's Yuri always confuses me. Asagi is a serious dog girl who just emphasizes her cuteness by becoming a rap god when she dies. Shiori is there if you can't let go of the past. Like seriously, she's 44 years old. Want a dami mami that will pamper you and literally goes ara. This is Sepia. She's a Belmont, as in that Belmont. Even does the pose. Paparu is the timid crybaby who, due to how much he loves sweets, you would probably see doing a mukbang. Urushi is a rat, I'm sure that's enough for some of you. Pine is the leader of the idol group Pretty Bombers, who is literally just a better Momo. Suguru is the girl you forget that's in the game until someone picks her. Aqua is a vampire looking for defeat, yet is terrified by Sepia from the mere sight of her. Gray is Shiro's junior who acts tough but is actually a pushover, until she reaches your base and you find out she has one of the best DPS of the bombers. Dear God, please stop. Prune is the leader of the idol group Pretty Bombers that sounds like she's fed up with life. She's just like me, for real for real. Pastel is an idol that's so old, Momo becomes a 90-degree angle at the mere sight of her. It's called respect. Grimallo is... Olive is an easygoing girl that doesn't know how to wear pants properly, and if you're wondering, this is not underwear, this is swimwear. And Shiron is just a goblin. Like seriously, how many packs of cigarettes did they give her? There are also other Bombergirls, but they are not available on PC right now, so they might as well be non-existent for a freedom-blooded American like myself. Stop making good games that I can't play, Japan. Please. But we've been talking about the main selling point for the past couple of minutes, so let's get to the sideshell, the gameplay. The gameplay is simple. You have a base and they have a base. Fuck their base, with any means, whether it's explosives, flamethrowers, or even rip and tear. Except that one. Don't do that one and I will explain. See, not everyone can go blow up their base like it's the 1960s. You have a team of 4 and these 2 are your go-to. The bomber has more bombs than you can handle. Everyone gets 2 or 3 while you have 5 and then 2 bomb skills. You will be blowing yourself up more than the base because you really won't know what to do with more explosive power than Disneyland and you just have no means of getting in. In the end, you have to rely on your attacker to help you. Just remember, a bomber on defense must be really dense. Like this guy. Why are you here? With her high speed and moves that will let her slip past choke points faster than Konami releases pachinko machines, the attacker's job is to help the bomber. Distract the enemy by rushing the enemy base. Be a nuisance with the multitude of iframes you have at your disposal. Have the occasional rice ball while you're at it. Meanwhile, these 2 on your team are stopping whatever it is you're doing to the enemy base from happening to your base. Blockers block, big surprise, unless you're playing one that doesn't, in which case your team will probably be seething behind their monitors, wondering why you picked someone who's a living example of fake it till you make it. Your goal is to play Minecraft, but your only block is sand because of how frail it is. You also have a heal that you should and must use at any given interval if the base is hurt. And do not miss because trust me, many games are a close call.
Take yourself out of this existential nightmare!
If some unwanted vermin is in your home, you call someone and that person is the shooter. Their job is to protect the base, and not burn theirs because for whatever reason, a flamethrower isn't strong against buildings. Yes, shooter's skills do only half damage to buildings, but not against the living, so use any means necessary to get them off your lawn. There's not really much else to say. They shoot things in a game that was originally about placing bombs. Were you looking at this video in the hopes that there will be some great insight on how to play? Well, you chose poorly. I am here to hopefully entice you to play the game and get stuck like all the other saps trying to roll for their waifu and go into deep depression after you get your 200th voice pack from the gacha. If I roll and I get Shiro's skills, I'm going to be so pissed. I don't need Shiro's skills. I don't need to do Wee Ballin', and I don't need her fake super bomb. Here we go though, let's see, what do we get? I fucking hate you, Shiro. I hate you so much. Literally. That's right. I did say I'm trying to entice you into the game, but there is one thing that I cannot just ignore. The gacha. There's a 3% chance to get a girl in each roll, and one roll costs 10 tickets. You can get 10 tickets a day by playing 5 games, so your chances are slim. Very slim to get a new character. But at least there's one guarantee. If you hold on to 100 tickets and do 10 rolls at once, there's a very high chance to earn a 3-star item, which majority are a skill. To put it in perspective on how important earning the gacha skills are, this 100% accurate Bombergirl tier list shows the difference between Servienta Verde and Servienta Verde con 4 bolas. Well, there is some advice, and it won't be tips on how to stop trapping yourself in your own bombs, but how to not piss off your teammates, because there are plenty of ways to do that and plenty of ways to receive their feedback. In the wonderful land of shows where people try to eat hot food with their bare hands, Japan likes to make communication systems in their games in the form of pre-made dialogue for you to use, for better or worse. The voice of an angel. But do not worry, you do not need to understand the moon runes. Who would waste their time learning that? All you must know are these 4. Hello, which you will hear at least 10 times before you even drop your first bomb. Everyone will say it in the lobby, and then at the start of the match, so pick one that is not ear-gratingly painful, or just not Shiro at all. The other is thank you, which is usually used when someone submits to your iron will to not change your class, so they swap instead. Congrats, you are already succeeding in pissing off your allies before the game starts. Another is sorry, which is always used at the end of a match, even if it was totally not your fault, you lost. I swear those 8 deaths mean nothing. The last is goodbye, which is also used at the end of the match. The others have a neat cheat sheet you can see here that explains the rest, and you can use them, but definitely remember those 4. But that's not all in this guide on how to not screw up the next 5 minutes for your team. Other than picking a solid team, there are routes for each class, for each stage, all plus 25 of them. I'm not sure how to stress this enough, except for the fact that the Japanese players have been blowing each other up for 4 years, and I am over here trying to help you play catch up like continuation school that I had to go to. I was not a good student. On the plus side, they too are helping you. There's a wiki that, with the power of Google Translate, will help you learn anything and everything there is about Bombergirl, like where to go for each map. For example, if you see this map, whatever the hell this means, and then most importantly the number, you click on this link and there you are. And of course there will be more moon runes on the guide you can't understand, but it's simple. Blue line is bomber, go that way. Green line is shooter, red line is attacker, and pink line is blocker. These maps are especially important for the blocker because these squares on the guide are blocking spots to prioritize. So while blocker is probably the easiest class to play, they are more of a knowledge check. And that's pretty much it. If you are interested in actually playing the game and not just collecting the figures of the characters for whatever reason, there is a video on how to install the game by Lollymaster XP. Or if you want to do it at your own pace, there is also a Bombergirl wiki in English. It even has info on all the other girls' skills and map guides. But it is, however, still under construction. They probably shouldn't hire a cat to do the job. So go out there and do your best to not go 0-5 on your dailies. Thank you so much for watching. All important links will be in the description below. There is also a Bombergirl Discord with plenty of people who will help you in getting into the game. If you want to see more Bombergirl videos, please subscribe. I do enjoy this game and would love to try to get more people into it. I also usually stream my first 5 games of the day for Bombergirl. Again, I really hope you enjoyed the video and that it will be helpful when you first jump into the game.